If you have a problem with alcohol, you can quit. Start brewing your own music at home. Just start by reading the video description.
I've seen yet another spring.
Well, DJ, what do you think? Bet you weren't expecting that space to be filled right there. Right here. At the end of the Enya ethereal vocals interlude. Sometimes I gotta fix that. This, what's it called? It's too late. Drawing a blank. The Finisher Micro plugin. Auto unbypasses right there, and sometimes it makes a clack. Anyway, try again. So, here's how I did that. I would have done it in the video, but I wasn't sure how much trial and error it was going to take, and all in all, it went off pretty well. So, here is the that electric guitar track soloed. Okay, let me see here. Let me zoom in. All right. Aha. Well, there's an issue right there. I should go ahead and address that right now. Lanes, show, and zoom in further still. Aha. All right. This needs to be scooted over a bit. This way to the left. Okay. Right. A little bit more. For that matter, this one too. So there's this little thing here. It sounds very faint, but you can hear it in the mix. What that was is just kind of on a whim before I kicked into the main part. I did this. One of these pick rakes on the above the nut, between the nut and the tuning heads. I did that. So just sometimes I do these things without really knowing why. Just an impulse. But it's something I could always remove anyway. But all right, so what I did was you see this clip right here. I copied about this much. Copied it, pasted it here, and reversed it So it was here, and then process, apply effect, reverse. So it's reversed, it's backward, and then I applied spacer on, it says no preset, but actually it's preset number 47, which is called Eye of the Storm, is what that is. And see, most of the presets in that plugin, it's just like really interesting, highly spatialized and textured reverbs with like granular reverbs, granular delays. But a few of them completely transform the audio signal so that I didn't want this to sound like the guitar part. I didn't want to be able to hear the guitar in there. I just wanted some kind of noise that would be musical enough. But it's something I've done before. Just get a bit of something that I've already recorded and then process it into musical noise, right? So that was the idea. And I went ahead and automated, let me see. So let's see, this is, that's the bypass for the spacer plugin, unbypassed for that section. And then two, stomach's growling, two parameters, grain delay, grain size, and output gain. Here's output gain, it ramps up, and there's the, what is it called? Grain delay, grain size, which ramps up. And then this is the unbypass for the finisher micro, which, let me see, looks like this. One of the effects on here called Space Grinder. And so it bypasses, and then, let me see, I don't need this lane right here. Hang on. Delete envelope, okay. That was just volume, but I don't have any volume automation going on here. So, this curve right here is automating this wheel going up from minimum to maximum. So it looks like this. And get this here where it's a little bit more. You can see the wheel going up. So see the wheel turning as the curve goes up. Right. Okay, so that was one thing that I did tonight. Oh, and you can see the automation and the spacer plugin as well. If you watch output gain right here, and where's the other one? Grain size right here. Let me see. Oh, you can't see that. I'm just going to turn off the light here. Make this more visible. So here's grain size right here, and here is output gain right there. Let's see, that's better right there. Okay, so you can see these things turning. There's output gain going up. There's grain size going up. And what else did I do? I added one of my secret weapons to Ninko, if you're watching this, I know you're going to give me shit about this, but I don't agree. I don't overuse effects. I don't think I do. Anyway, right here, this one. Chris Hooker's OCD2 Octaver on a preset called Super Fat with the with the dry wet knob turned pretty far down. Just adds some granularity to this guitar part. So I'll just I'll A-B it. See there, that knock again. So you can hear what that's doing. It's making it a little bit more lo-fi, I guess. And yeah, so that's what I did there. What else? Oh yeah, I added a new synth part. During this section, after this new musical noise transition right here, Contact 8 synth. And here's what that sounds like. A preset called Blurry Skies. I think I still haven't been past the C's in this alphabetically arranged preset list. This one happened to be in the B's, and I thought it was just right. Didn't get in the way of anything else, and it just sort of brought a lift to the mix. So there's this, and you can hear that. So let's listen to it one more time from right here. Oops, on solo. muted it. You can really hear it kind of blossom here toward the end. So, and I do have the bus compressor all the way up to 3. Doesn't seem to be hurting the dynamic range. I still like the way it sounds. In terms of clipping, there's only one time it clips, and that's right here at the very beginning, where after the lo-fi percussion intro, the drums and the rest of the instruments kick in. So right here. Right, so sometimes it clips at 0.1, sometimes like 0.3. But that's the only time that happens. So it's not a major issue. Lufs is coming in around minus 14.3. So I'm not going to sweat this. I'm certainly not going to I'm not going to throw a limiter on there just for that. Probably, although I have not done it thus far, I haven't wanted to, but I might just stick a Tone Booster's compressor on the drums, because I think that's what's doing it. Just at the very slightest setting that I can manage, just to nip that little thing in the bud. But it's fine for now. See, is there anything else? Oh, well, I got the vocals up a little bit. So I think they're sitting nicely. And now I've got Ninko over there in Normandy, France, who is doing some kind of his artistry on this thing. He says he's bringing some Radiohead mojo to it. And he seems pretty excited about it. He's asking for stems, man. Individual stems. So we'll start with vocal stems and one instrumental stem. But really, what am I afraid of? I'm just curious to see what Ninko, I'll send you the individual stems. Just give me a couple of days. Oh man, what? This is the way it should be. Just good times and friendship. So that's the mix up update, and now Oh, man. Now I just need to decide on the parameters of the fourth movement, as it were, which is just going to be basically a extended instrumental outro with guitar solos and possibly a keyboard solo. I've never tried such a thing. Maybe it's not as out of reach as I suppose. It's worth a try, anyways. So it's sitting at what? Well, that's 7 minutes, roughly 7.5 minutes. So I'm thinking it's gonna come in somewhere between 10 and 11 minutes. But it's time to get some rest. And by the way, your comment, thoughtful as always, and yeah, whenever I feel like I'm just about done with something, I will generally walk away from it for a week or two. I've been doing that with this other song called Raging. I just got to a point where I was like, man, I don't think I can improve on this. It just sounds good no matter what I play it through. So I haven't listened to that in a good solid week, I think. So my idea is finish tracking this, get the stems over to Nicholas in France, and let him do his thing. And then I'll turn my attention back to Raging. But yeah, that's what you said about just walking away and taking just coming. Needs time before you can come back and hear it fresh. You're absolutely right about that. It's very good. And yes, I saw the video from Sage. Was it Sage? Yeah, Sage Audio. I saw that. As usual, I didn't understand all the technical details. Again, I'm just I'm pretty obtuse about the technical stuff. I just use my ears and my brain. I mean, I'm always trying to learn and get a better understanding of the technical end of things. But I tried using limiters in the past, and I just didn't like it. Just didn't like what they did. And the more I learn about them, and clippers, limiters and clippers, right? And Air Windows has, I think both. It definitely has clippers. He has several clippers that he says are better for your sound because of the unorthodox ways in which they work. And again, I've used those on individual tracks, never in the mix bus. But I get the impression that those things are favored by beat makers. It's a thing that I don't get. I guess I'm just I'm just too old to just people that make beats for a living. It's just like, okay. But those kind of people, like that guy Weaver Beats, I watch him and I kind of enjoy his content from time to time, but there is definitely a generation gap kind of thing going on there. He talks a lot about like limiters and clippers and that kind of stuff. And, and there's the other guy, AP mastering, that snooty guy who's always trying to he's just always trying to expose everything being a scam. And he's just he's gotten better. He used to be really snotty and snooty, that guy. And I got into him one time in the comments section. I called him out. I can't remember how it came up, but the topic of the back and forth was de-essing vocals. And I mentioned that I typically de-ess my vocals somewhere around anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 hertz, but generally like 3.5. And he was adamant that no, vocals are always to be de-essed around 10,000. I was like, okay, well, you might be a professional mastering engineer, but you don't know anything about tracking and mixing vocals. And he got real ornery about that. And I brought the receipts, and he was just real snotty about it. But so like he and Weaver are always going back and forth about all this stuff, and I don't know. I guess it's kind of amusing, but it's also just I don't know. I don't find it very relevant to what I do. So I was really I appreciated your comment. It was considerate and appropriate and thoughtful. So thank you. Now, that's enough from here in lovely scenic Paju City, South Korea. And yeah, if you got a problem with booze, here's a channel where you can hang out with me here in my bedroom studio and kind of learn as you go. This is something you can do. You can get into it for not much money. Read the video description, look in the channel description. They've got an email address, got a Discord server, ways you can contact me. You can learn how to do this. It's a lot better use of your life force than drinking yourself to an early grave. I'm here to help if I can. Okay. DJ, thanks again as always, and talk to you again soon. Over and out.